Hello and a very good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Thanks for joining us. If you've been with us all day, you will know we've already had a cracking Monday. If you have just joined us, well listen, you have tuned in for a brilliant show. This is going to be amazing because the deals that we've got on this show, some of them quite frankly, I can't quite believe myself. And we are in the middle of our In for a Penny, In for a Pound event, where basically you are going to get some amazing bundles. Already the bundles are brought to you at a brilliant price because we've smashed the savings right down. But then on top of that, within these bundles, you will get a second crafting treat for just a penny. I urge you to get involved very early on this particular show because I have a feeling things will be flying out of the door. There's so much to love about this, and I know lots of you have tuned in for the Foilpress, which we've got coming up. I'll mention that in more detail in just a bit, but we're going to do a bit of a Q&A on that as well as we head through the show. However, I have to alert you to something which I spotted earlier on, and I'm quite sure this is the wrong way round. Do you know sometimes when we do those deals and you think to yourself, hang on a minute, they've done the deal the wrong way round here, because that can't be right, because we're giving you the... But anyway, the Left Fold alphabet and numbers collection, right? This is a collection that you love every day of the week. 37 elements in total. Here are the numbers, all right? So for total personalization, these are absolutely brilliant. Those are included in the deal. And then, this is why I think they've got it the wrong way round. The alphabet, which obviously makes up your alphabet and numbers, that is worth, on its own, $29.99 or $39.99, and you're paying 1p for that. That's the penny. Are you joking me? That's the wrong way round, surely. So you get all of that, you get the Left Fold alphabet and numbers collection for £12 if you're platinum, or $16. My my esteemed colleague, the other side of the studio, I'll tell you, she's just done this.
Because I genuinely thought you made a mistake and you were going to be in bother.
No, I absolutely.
That is incredible, and I've changed my mind about what's my favourite at show.
Oh, have you?
Oh gosh, yes, yes, that is an amazing deal.
That is Ben's bombastic bonanza bargain deal of the show that you've got to buy. You've got to get that. I mean, just buy is all I would say there. Just buy. £12, $16. What are you waiting for? If you want to be able to personalise your projects, you have got it right there, and get that before they realise our sales boffins that they've got that the wrong way round, because I'm pretty sure that they have. I just wanted to highlight that at the top of the show. Now, as well as that, we have got a fantastic crafter to introduce you to, and I know you know already who it is because you've just seen her. Listen, she's going on that. Where? We've got so much to come up and to give you a bit of a flavour as to what is on the way. My absolute fave, Debbie Robinson!
Thank you very much, Ben. I love that. I was doing that though. I was like, where is she? However, we've got some fabulous things on the show today. And I'm going to change my mind, Ben, because I have got other things that I said I'm going to say my favourites, but having seen that incredible deal, oh wow. And it's all about personalisation and an alphabet. When I was doing that craft room sort out, I was going through what I got, and alphabets have got their own specific drawer now because I love an alphabet. This one is exceptional. And again, I mean, look at this. This is what you can be doing. Now, this actually says fab at 50. Yeah. Not what I thought it said when I first picked it up, because I thought it said fat at 50. Honest to God, I was with another colleague in the building and I said to her, oh my God, does that say what I think it says?
Fat at 50.
And I'm like, no, it says fab at 50. Fab, because I was going to say, yeah, that were me. That could have been me on board. Fab at 50, I'm fat at 50. Honestly, it's incredible. It's all about that personalisation and being able to bring numbers in with what you want to say. So it's incredible. That price is just amazing. So that's one of the things. And then the lovely thing about it is that you can actually, I mean, this one that Leslie did is one of my favourites. I love this. Lovely
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant way of using it, but again, just fabulous. And the lovely idea behind these is that you've got that pull back there, that lovely left fold. So it's absolutely fantastic. What a great start to that show, what we've got on there. We've got some of my other favourites, which are the Liftables. I adore Liftables. And the fact that you can do these and mix and match them and create lots of that lovely effect where they just cut in and lift off the page so they stay connected in. Now this is a card that we're going to do in a bit because I love this style card. It's just absolutely fabulous. But what about anybody who's wanting to celebrate any kind of occasion?
Yeah, right.
What about your parties that you're going to be starting with? And all of these actually lift up. That's what is so incredible about them. And the fact that you're getting the dies separate means that you can play around with them and configure them how you want to configure them, which is what I love. Now, other things that we've got on are penny sliders, super cute. And again, let's just see if we can get him rolling into action. That lovely little cheeky monkey.
Cheeky.
The penny sliders are super cute. Lots of ways that you can use them. So that's another one that we've got on the show. But I will go back to what is my favourite because genuinely I am a little bit of a foil press lover. Long before the Foilpress king ever graced our screens, I have been a massive fan. I was the first at our store to queue up to get this product when it came out. The deal that we've got on the show tonight is just incredible, and you can foil a plethora of things, whether it be in your cards, whether it be strips there, whether you want to use acetate to foil onto, whether you want to just simply create a beautiful foil design, whether it be in cards, boxes, home decor, ribbons, materials. Oh my days, stay still long enough, Ben, and I'll even foil you. Is that a challenge, Ben? Is that a challenge? Can I foil you?
Foil me, Debbie!
I could foil you. I could foil your dicky ball.
Oh, that'd be quite nice.
Foil your dicky ball. How fabulous would that be?
That would be quite nice. I did say earlier on that someone was asking, actually, was Hannah was saying, Ben, are you trying to get on strictly with your dicky bow? No, it came free with a waistcoat that I bought recently, and I didn't know where to wear it, so I put it on today. Realised it looked a little bit like a ventriloquist dummy. That's what I thought, but a few of you said that you liked it, so I'll keep it on. But yes, foil me dicky bow. Why not? I'll get it to spin round as well. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? But no, listen. This is the deal that you need to get, and if you haven't yet got the foil press, today is the day to get it, and we'll go more into that deal a little bit later on. And if you've got any questions about the foil press as well, get those in, because we'll do a Q&A with Debbie a little bit later on. There you go. Get in touch on Facebook, get in touch on YouTube as well. And as I say, we'll get those questions fired in. And with it being Monday Makers, of course, very exciting, because on Monday Makers, more often than not, we get to crown another craft ambassador. This is something that you can get involved with as well. All you have to do is tell us that you want to join us on the show. We get to have a bit of a chat with you. You get to show us some of your finished things that you've made, and then we get to give you some goodies at the end of the show as well. I'm delighted to say I've always wanted to go there. We're heading over to Florida right now to say a very good afternoon, I suppose it is, to Karen. Karen, how are you?
Good.
Great to see you, and just depress me now and tell me how the weather is in Florida right now, because I bet it's better than it is here.
It's really hot. It's getting to be the time of the day where we have bad thunderstorms, so we'll see if we get through the show without it thundering.
Oh, wow, how amazing would that be to have live thunder on the show? When you say very hot, like how warm roughly?
I think it's about 90 degrees.
90 degrees, wow. And great to have you on the show. I know you've got loads to show us, but you've just seen the bit of the intro there. We've got some great deals coming up, haven't we?
We do.
Yeah, absolutely. And listen, we won't have a look at some of your stuff now, but I know you've got plenty of finished samples to show us. And actually, just chatting to George before the show, you're going to be showing us a lot of cards. Have you got a lot of the items that we've already got on the show?
I do. I do have the foil press, and I do have some of the dies, and I do actually have the sliders.
Oh, brilliant.
Ooh.
Fantastic.
These are a lot of fun.
Yeah, I tell you what, I cannot wait to chat to you a little bit later on in the show and find out more about you, and also find out about some of the makes that you've got over your left shoulder there. I've got my eye on those, so we will catch up with you. Look at this. Woohoo! A little turkey there. We'll find out more about all of that in just a bit, Karen. But thank you so much for now. Listen, let us get started with the show and let us get going with the Foilpress, because the deal on this is phenomenal. £95 or $132.96 is the deal on this. And the bundle that you're going to get here, well, it includes everything that you need to get started with the Foilpress, right? So it's an amazing deal, okay? So you're going to get your Foilpress, you're going to get your plates, you're going to get some dies to get you started as well, or some stamps should I say, and then you've got all of your additional accessories, things like your mat and your tweezers and your finger guards included as well. It's a great bundle on its own as is, when it allows you to do so much. It allows you to add gorgeous foiling to all of your projects. I think taking your cards and projects to the next level, and we'll find out exactly how it all works in just a few moments time. However, this deal has been flying out of the door today, because not only do you get the bundle for that amazing amount, but we also give you your penny deal as well. So for 1p, we are also adding into the bundle some foil. We are also adding into the bundle 2 foil stamp dies. You're going to get your flourishing swirls, you are going to get your special friend, and if that wasn't all, we are also going to throw in, I can't quite believe this, the storage bag as well. That, all for a penny. It is unbelievable value for money. The bag alone worth £30, £40, and we're giving you that for a penny, and that, and that, and that. £76, $136.37. Get cracking and get yours now. Get the questions in, but let's see this in action. And Debbie, for people who perhaps haven't seen the Foilpress machine before and are tempted, how does it all work? And is it easy to use, I suppose, is the question.
It's honestly one of the easiest machines to use. And if you've got a Gemini Junior, it's going to fit perfectly through that mouth. If you've got the larger Gemini, there's just the extender plate that you need to get, because it will fit through the larger Gemini as well with the extender plate. Now, how this machine works, it could not be any simpler. You are simply going to plug yours in. There is a little, so I'm just going to bring this here just for a second. You plug it into the back here.
Yeah.
On the side, there is a little flicker switch, so you switch that on as well. And then you've also got your on-off button too. Now, I've already preheated mine because I wanted to get pretty much in there. But I'm just going to show you for a second, because that's your carbon fibre top plate is
Yes.
the word I was looking for there. That comes with it as well. You get your rubber mat and your pincers. The only difference there is the scissors, and I've just put mine there, but you've got scissors, so you know what I mean. But it's so easy. This is the platform, the heater platform, that you simply connect in and out by a sliding motion. So you push that in, and then you can hear the audible beep. This machine is absolutely world class because there is no guesswork involved. Everything from temperature setting to minutes and seconds, start button, reset button, it's all on there for you with a very visible screen here. This is the platform, and you can see it's a nice size platform, Ben. This is a really nice size platform that's got 9 sensors throughout that whole of there. So it doesn't matter where you place your die, it will foil. Now, honestly, this is an incredible machine because not only does it use all the foil stamp dies that we have, cut and foil stamp dies, but it's also going to open up the world and the potential of all the dies that you own as well. And I will come across that. If this is the first time you've ever seen this machine in action, then honestly, you're going to be really blown away with what you can do. Now, in there as well, you also get what I call, it's a matrix guide, but it's almost a user guide as well. I've heard people refer this as a Bible. It isn't. It's a user guide. It's a friendly user guide to be able for you to get to know your machine and get confident with your machine. And I say this with every machine that we have, from Geminis to our Foilpress. Get to know your machine and play, because that is how you will learn and how you can foil practically anything. Joking aside on about foiling Ben earlier, you can foil a lot of things on this machine, and it is absolutely incredible. The one thing I hear most of people people buy it, then they leave it in the box.
Yeah, I know. What's the point of that, right?
There is no point in
on.
that. Get it out of your box. And if it's the first time that you've ever used it, simply follow what I've done. Plug it in, switch the flicker on, make sure your plate is slid into effect. There's like some little connector points there. One top tip I will tell you is you never lift it by the handle. It's always a sliding in, a sliding out motion. Almost like docking a boat.
Oh, I like
that. Way to describe it.
Yes.
And then your on-off button. Now, from it coming out of the box to get into the temperature setting that it needs to be, it's about 3.5 minutes, and then you'll hear the audible beep, and there is a little green light. Now, these are very simple instructions. You've got low temperature setting, a medium temperature setting, and a hot one. And again, everything's explained in this booklet. 99% of the time, you are only going to use that low heat setting. And again, very, very easy to use. So the proof is in the pudding. Let us use, now Debbie put a die down somewhere. Here it is. I'm going to use one of the dies. I think these, are these on the show, Ben? I'm
Yep.
pretty sure this is the Butterfly and Blooms 3.
Yes, it is.
The lovely thing about these as well, very self-explanatory, and I'm just going to show you because this is a foil stamp die. The reason we call it a die is because it's metal. We can't get away from it, but it actually stamps the foil into the cardstock with the pressure of the heat and the Gemini, and that's what will happen. So that's why we call it a die. Lovely thing about this one is though that it does have the ability to cut out and explain a little bit more because it's slightly different to what we call a foil stamp and cut die. And a visible thing straight away is the colour.
Yeah.
So everything that you see in light silver is a foil stamp die.
Okay.
Everything that you see in a dark colour, dark grey, is a foil stamp and cut die.
Yes.
So it's very, very straightforward. And when it comes to this matrix that we talk about, and please do get your book out and read all the different ways how to use machine, getting started, using thin metal dies, because you can, it opens up the potential, and I'll explain that again as we go along. But you're going to be using this section for a guide, for a user, not for something set in stone, because we might have to tweak it with things, tweak it with certain, things, but it's something to give you something to guide from. Now, I am going to use this particular die, so I'm going to bring this out of its packaging. I am going to leave the other dies behind there because this lovely die comes in 3 parts. You've got an outer cutting edge, you've also got the foil stamp die, which is this one, and then you've got an inner part, and I'll show you how you use those in a moment, but I'm just going to concentrate on this. Now, in the foil stamp matrix part, this is the top bit that we're going to go with, and I would honestly recommend light grey. Write it in there so you know the difference between the two, dark grey, just so again you've got that a visual aid until you get to know your machine. But we talk about small dies, medium dies and large dies, and down here is a different set of materials that you can use. Now I'm going to start off with very plain and simple black matte cardstock. I always think it shows it off to its true potential when you show it first, but like I said, stay tuned because there's lots of other things that we're going to show you throughout the course of this show. Now, how do you work out what's a small, medium and a large? Well, very simply, a third of that plate, if one of those little smaller ones fit on there, Ben, that's a small die.
Yep.
If it fits 2/3 of the plate, it's classed as a medium die. And if it fits the entirety of that plate, it's a large die. So straight away you can see I have got a medium die. Bringing back in my guide, it tells me on black cardstock, well, on 300 GSM cardstock, which is what the black cardstock is, it tells you you're going on a low setting, it's already set, Orion and green, so I know it's good to go. And it tells us to set that timer to 15. Now for me personally, I don't place my die down straight away. That platform is now hot to touch. It's not hot to touch where it's going to burn and scold you, but it is hot to touch, so just bear that in mind, please. And then you're going to go to the seconds counter and you're going to bring that up to 15 because we know from the guide it tells us low temperature 15 seconds, and that is when I'm now going to place it on. Now I did say it doesn't matter if you place it on one end, at the other end, in the middle, wherever it is that you want to place this. You're going to pop that down, you're going to place your carbon fibre top plate and you're going to press the start button. Now the start now does the counter, and the thing that sets our machine apart from everybody else's is the audible beat, which you're going to hear in a moment. However, I'm just going to, in fact, actually,
look at that foil as well.
This foil is beautiful.
Oh,
we have got so many gorgeous foils.
Is that the disco ball?
This is the disco ball. It's my favourite, I'm not going to lie. Just cutting that to size, ready. You heard that audible beep. Take off your top plate, place your foil with the pretty side down. So by that lovely shiny over the top, place your cardstock onto the top of that as well. And I'm just going to feel it to make sure I've got it central because I have been a little bit tight with my cardstock. Debbie, what you like.
What you like.
And then I'm going to place that back onto the top. Now it's done all the heat setting. It's going to pull that out, and I say pull, slide, and then you're going to fit it through the mouth of the machine, and you're going to let the sensors pick that up and roll that through. Now, don't worry about your Gemini. People will say to me, yeah, but that's a really hot platform. The Gemini was always being designed with the platform, with the foiling machine intended, because back when this was developed, that was where we knew we were going to go with our technology. So it's got heat sensors in there, so it protects it from there. Now, when you take that off, again, what we're going to do is going to turn that round, and we're going to do that lovely reveal. And there you have that beautiful, absolutely stunning, gorgeous, and it is absolutely beautiful. The foiling on there is sensational. It really
world
truly
class,
is.
as you said, isn't it?
It is world class, Ben. And what else is world class is, oh, where's my little magnetic tweezers gone, Ben? What have I done?
Do you want to borrow mine?
No, do you know what? I've not got them out of my bag.
Oh, hello.
I know. Let me just delve down here.
Are they to hand? When have you gone? She's gone down in the cellar over there. She's just completely disappeared. There she is.
I'm going to show you my bag in a minute, because I carry everything in my bag.
Okay.
You've got magnetic tweezers.
Yeah.
Simply, when you lock them, it engages. It means you don't have to contact that hot metal, and it's a safety feature. And they come in really handy as well for when you wanted to do that. Now, the one thing we always do, and I will never apologise about showing you this, is that is how it was intended, but you've got all this gorgeous foil that you probably would think, throw it in the bin. Oh, no. We don't throw nothing in the bin, because we can use this and foil the waste onto some more cardstock of chosen whatever cardstock it is that you want to use. Now, you heard that beep. That beep tells me that the platform is again back to its temperature. So that means now I can use this again, and I'll just pull that down there for a second. What we're going to do though this time, and you're probably thinking, Debbie, why are you placing it pretty side down when there's no dye there?
Why basically place that down? There's no dye there.
We want to heat this up, but we need to pop something on the top, because obviously we are foiling something. Well, I've got another piece of cardstock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that onto there. Okay, so that is now on the top, but there's no metal there. There's no dye, nothing to be able to use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shimmy it up with a couple of pieces, and I say a couple of pieces of cardstock. I've literally just put some cardstock folded it in half rather hastily. And I also need to make sure that I've got a little bit more of a depth in there, because there's no metal. So I'm going to use my Gemini, very old Gemini magnetic shim, and I'm popping that on the top, and then I'm placing the top back on. Now, 15 seconds, between 15 and 20, so I'm just going to increase that to 20, and then I'm going to heat set that, because I want all that foil to warm up, and that's why I always put mine all together, because it's warming the whole thing up, ready for me then, when that audible beep beeps again, slide it out and run it through my machine to create that contact and use all that waste foil beautifully.
And this is something you use in conjunction with your Gemini machine, because I know a question came in earlier on with somebody saying, could they use it with a machine that's not the Gemini?
No. I'm going to be totally honest with you. This has been designed with our Gemini in mind. I don't know what other machines, if they've got heat settings or anything like that. So I'm going to tell you now, no, you only use it in a Gemini machine, whether it be a Gemini Junior or your larger Gemini as well. So again, we've now done all that heat setting. We've popped our paper in there. We're just going to strip back all the layers. So again, I'm going to take off those pieces, because I don't need those. But I've got my carrier sheet now, and when I peel this back, Ben, you'll see that I have not wasted any of that gorgeous foil, and you can see now that is clear. That can go in the bin because I don't need it anymore. And then I've also got those outer pieces to use, where I can now use this separately onto my Gemini Junior and run it through to create my foil pieces.
Love it.
What I just wanted to show you was the how to use and how to use the waste. Two different, the positive and the negative.
That's absolutely right, yeah.
Now, I'm here all night. Well, I say all night.
I'm here all night.
Excuse me.
Be sure to tip your waitress.
Well, yes, I'm here till 9 o'clock. We're going to do this, and we're going to come and show you, and I'll show you how to use your foil stamp and die cuts, and I'll show you other materials that we can use. But what I just wanted to kickstart was the very bare basics of how you use your foil press machine to the fullest of its potential. And I will show you when I mean about other craft crafty dies that you've got, thousands. Maybe not now because I've stripped back a bit. Actually, we're trying to kid thousands. So
hundreds of thousands.
You can use all your dies to unlock the foiling potential of this fabulous machine at that price with those extras. And let me show you. I'm bending back down again, Ben. This is my bag. It's a little bit worn. I'm not going to apologise.
But you didn't get yours for a penny?
I didn't get it for a penny. Can I just tell you now, I paid full price. Well, bar my staff discount is what I'm going to say. Bet, I didn't pay a penny. And I've got all my things that I can keep in there. Spare foils, spare scissors, pokey tools, whatever it is you want to pop in there. You've got, let me just put that down there for a second. You've got all the places to pop your metal dies, your finger grippers. I've got, dare I admit, Debbie.
What you got in there?
All the extra bits. Just quickly scoop past that bit there. I've put extra dies in there, but it does hold a lot, and mine is carried around with me wherever I go when I use my Foilpress. So absolutely fabulous machine. Stay tuned if you want to see some more things with it as well.
We are going to see some more things with it coming up, definitely. And get those questions in. We've already got a few questions coming in, but I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll bundle them all up and we'll chuck them Debbie's way in just a little bit. But if you are somebody who's already got the Foilpress machine, let us know why you love it so much. If you want to send in your pictures as well, you can do to studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. There's the socials for you, Facebook or YouTube, for all of your comments. But you guys are loving this deal. Mikey just saying, I took my user guide and laminate each page and keep it under my machine. That is certainly a great tip. But what I would also say is, this deal is amazing. If you're thinking, shall I, shan't I say you should today. Jump in and grab it, because as I say, it's going to take your projects to the next level. This is what you would get normally, okay? It's a great price. Everybody is already saving 5%. Platinum members then save another 20%, of course, as well. So you've got everything you need to get going. But then this is where the ridiculousness, is that a word, ridiculousness comes in, because we're going to give you two future dies to get working with. You've got your flourishes, you've got your special friend included in there as well. That's great for a penny, but then when we say to you we're going to add in a roll of foil included as well, that gets even better for a penny. But then, yes, as you just saw with Debbie, we're giving you your storage bag as well today, and whether you had your staff discount or not, there's no way you would get that for a penny, but there is today. 1 penny brings you that, the foil and those dies as well. What an amazing buy. It was supposed to be a mystery bundle, but why would we keep that deal a mystery from you? £76 today, Platinum, $106.37. It's the star of the show. It really, really is. Now listen, whilst you've got this amazing deal and whilst you picked up all of those goodies for a penny, why not kind of expand your horizons just a little bit and get more of the foil? So often we bring you this machine and the foil's out of stock, but we've got this bundle here where you're going to get 11 rolls of your foil, and included in this collection, I mean, you can see for yourself there, you've got gold, you've got the greens, you've got the berry in there, you've got the cerise, you've got your disco ball, you've got your gold shimmer included, icicle, silver, and your silver shimmer, and of course we're giving you one for a penny in there as well, which is your turquoise. Huge value for money, and again, you are now not limited for the fact that you've got loads more colours to play with that particular collection. $22.35 or $27.73 is the deal if you want to go for that today. One thing I did just want to remind you of was my Benny's Bonanza Boomtastic deal. We need to work on the name of that just a little bit, don't we, really? Where you are going to get all of these goodies here for the price that you're seeing on screen. You've got your left fold alphabet and numbers collection, and I'm showing you the numbers first of all, simply for the fact that you are going to get those included. However, I would have thought that when we did this deal, those would be the ones that you got for the penny. You're getting the letters for Georgie's just gone, shut the front door. I didn't realise Joe was in the studio. You're getting these for a penny. The letters are coming to you for 1p. And that's the wrong way round for me, because if you look at the price, $44.98 or $59.98, £15 or $20, Those should be the penny, not those, because on their own, I've lost my cards now, on their own, the letters, £30 or $39.99. Whichever way you look at that, that is bonkers. So you're getting that for a penny today. If you pick up one deal today, if you've got £12 or $16 lying around, I would grab that, because that for me is a superstar deal of the show. It will not hang around, and I know loads of you are already jumping in and grabbing that collection. Right, it's time to head back over to Florida. I fancy a bit of the 93 degrees or whatever it is right now. So let's have a bit of a chin wag with Karen, who is our craft ambassador today on Money Makers. Hi Karen, we had a message come in actually. I must just read you this one very quickly, which came in from someone I think you might know called Michael. And the message was thus: woot woot, love seeing my wife on the show again. Michael's a big fan then, yeah?
Yeah, he's in the other room watching.
Is he a crafter as well?
He uses the markers. He does like the alcohol markers, and yeah, he started watching Color Me Friday with me, and now I think he uses the markers as much as I do.
That is amazing. I did actually, after we just had our little brief chat at the start there, I think, did he come in and hand you something?
Yeah, I was looking for a card I started to make, and it wasn't in where I thought it was, so he went out looking for it, but we can't find it. But he did bring me what was his favorite card, which was a card I made him for Father's Day.
Oh, that's amazing.
So he wanted me to show that one.
Oh, maybe you'll come in and give us a wave in a minute, perhaps. We'll have to wait and see. But just tell us about you, Karen. Obviously, we know you're over there in glorious Florida, but has crafting been something that you've always done, or is it something that you've found over the last few years?
I've always done it. Over the years, I've tried different things. I've done jewelry making, I sew, I do crochet. I don't do too much knitting. I'm much better at crocheting. I've done cake decorating. Before I moved, I did a lot of cake decorating. So yeah, I've tried a lot of different things over the years.
What's your favorite craft?
I like making cards. They're nice and simple. They're a project you can complete in one day. Yeah. A lot of the other things, it takes a lot longer to do.
Yeah. And do you tend to make cards for friends and family, or do you make cards to sell or give to charity?
I am working on to, once things get back to a little bit more normal around here, to have a booth at a farmer's market. So I've been trying to build up a stash to have enough to have a booth.
Oh wow, that sounds amazing! I love that idea so much. I think slowly getting back to normal. I lose track as to what's going on in the world as far as Florida's concerned with everything that's going on right now.
It was going really well, but now we're having another spike, so things are kind of backing off a little bit. We've never really went into a full-blown lockdown down here in Florida. Yeah. But it is spiking again.
It looks like you get plenty of time to craft though, because I'm really interested to see all of the goodies that you've got. Could you take us through a few of the samples that you got there? I have a feeling we could be here for the next hour and a half looking through all the stuff that you've made.
Well, it's really nice now. Since we've moved, I now have a craft room. I'm no longer crafting on the dining room table. Yeah. So it's really nice having my own space where I can shut the door and just leave everything here. But those boxes, this came out last year when I first started, when I first discovered Crafter's Companion. Yeah. And they were meant to be just for Christmas, but you can make these into pretty much anything.
These are brilliant.
So we had pilgrims and turkeys for Thanksgiving.
Love that.
I love it.
I don't remember these. I think we've written those before me. Is that Uncle Sam?
Yep. Oh, there he is.
That's
he's kind of hard to see because he's got so much white on him. We're close. I'm just north of Tampa, so when the Buccaneers were in the Super Bowl, we had to have little football players.
Yeah. These are great. You got full-on family going on here.
When my daughter-in-law had a baby, we made these for the shower.
Oh.
That is cute.
I'll grab these real quick.
Yeah, definitely want to see all of these.
Of course, I had to have a flamingo.
Oh yes, yep, absolutely right. That's fantastic.
And then at Easter, we had chicks and bunny rabbits.
Oh.
That's brilliant. I love the fact that you've taken a concept and then just kind of developed it yourself.
Yeah, I had a bunch of other ones, but they're all gone. They've all been claimed by people. So we had witches and all kinds of things at Halloween. And but yeah, that was like, I think I must have made 80, 85 of those boxes.
Seriously, I just don't remember that. Do you remember those, Debbie?
Yes, I do. Yes, they were. They didn't hang around long, is what I'm going to say, because I should have had a show with them, but they sold out, so I never got to do the show with them. So they are an incredible dies. I just love what you've done with them, though, because you've shown how versatile that one die set can actually be. Look at the plethora of different things that you've been able to create with it. So kudos to you. Absolutely incredible.
What else have you got to show us, Karen?
Let's see. Another thing I've been making lately are infinity cards.
Oh, yeah.
The ones that...
never ending.
Let's see if I can do this backwards.
Yeah, go on.
Love a never-ending card.
That's so cool.
I absolutely love them. They're so easy to do as well, but they look incredible. Yes, producer Georgina's saying, are they easy to do? Yes, they are, aren't they, Karen?
They really are. It's basically 4 pieces of paper that are 6 inches by 3 inches glued in the corners.
That's it. Exactly
That's basically what this card is.
Yep. Absolutely incredible.
Love that. So kind of giving away the magician's secrets. It is, yeah. Love that. Love that so much. You've got some more stuff to show us there as well. Look at this.
And this is a lantern with the liftables.
Oh, the liftables.
Oh, I like
what
that.
What a cool way to use those.
That's beautiful. I love that, Karen.
Gorgeous. And I cut it out of vellum. I don't use a lot of vellum, so I've been trying to use it more. And so I did use this.
It's so great that you've got obviously lots of the products that we bring here on the shows, and then you obviously take inspiration from what we bring to you. But do you find that once you get the products home that your brain's sort of like buzzing with loads of different ways to use them?
It does. I normally keep a pad and paper next to me when I get it, because a lot of ideas will fly through my head, and then you forget when you go to start them. So I try to write them down as they pop into my head. Yeah,
and just chat to us a minute about the Foilpress as well, because you mentioned at the start of the show that you've got the Foilpress. Is that a machine that you turn to quite a lot when you're crafting?
Not as much as I should. I do it maybe once a month. I pull it out. I probably should pull it out more than I do.
Yeah. Do you find it easy to use when you do use it, though?
It is, and that's why, I always think, why don't I use it more? It's really not that hard, and I've now gone to leaving it over on the desk, so I have to look at it now and think about it.
Well, I'll tell you what, just after the sort of 7-8 minutes we've been chatting to you, Amanda says, really cute, love Karen's treat boxes. Lynn saying, love all of your makes, Karen. And actually there's loads of love coming in for all of your makes, so you have to make sure you have a look back on the socials in just a bit. Just before we go as well, and before we officially crown you a craft ambassador, I must just say once again, your craft room that you've got there looks very, very tidy. Is it as tidy the other side of the camera? That's what, and Debbie wants to know, because she's obviously sorted her craft room out recently.
It pretty is. The only place that's got kind of stuff on it right now is my sewing table, because I got a couple of boxes this week from Crafter's Companion, and I kind of like to go through things before I put them in my filing cabinet, so those are still kind of sitting over there.
Okay, and Debbie,
that's the only place.
Just before we give Karen a title of craft ambassador, you're the new queen of the tidy craft room. So marks out of 10 for Karen's craft room.
Oh, absolutely 11 out of 10. That is a beautifully clean craft room that I can spot there. So yeah, it's gorgeous, Karen. It looks a very nice place to get creative, which clearly you are able to do. So because you've shown us some beautiful things today.
Thank you. Yeah, I do. I really like having my own room where I can sit and shut the door and not worry about the cat or the dogs or anybody else getting in here.
Well, listen, it's been an absolute joy, Karen. Susie T says, wow, Karen, you're so talented. Nice creations, Karen says, Fred171. We've thoroughly enjoyed having you with us. And let me just say, you are now officially a Crafters TV craft ambassador. So you can stick that on your CV. And of course, we will send over to you a $10 voucher that you can spend with us as well. Hopefully, you'll stay with us for the rest of the show. And have a look on our Facebook and YouTube pages for all of those comments for you. Just very quickly, before we go, because I'm getting told to move on. If anyone's thinking, oh, I fancy becoming a craft ambassador, what would you say to those people who are thinking about joining us?
Oh, definitely do it. This is easy. It's really no stress. It's talking to you guys is great.
There we go. I mean, seriously, if that's not a glowing endorsement, I don't know what is. Karen, it was lovely talking to you. No stress, nice and easy, and hopefully you'll join us again on a show very soon.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Karen.
Bye. Yay!
Oh, that was amazing. I absolutely love that. And of course, if you do want to join us on a show as a craft ambassador, or if you want to join us on a craftalog, you can find all the details on our website. Now, let me just tell you very, very quickly, I am not surprised. The deal on the left fold numbers and letters is absolutely flying out of the door. 25% of a monster stock has already gone. Why? Well, pretty much because I think we got it the wrong way round. Well, I really do. These are so versatile because you can personalise all your products with your numbers and your letters, and whereas you might think to yourself, oh, we're getting that for a penny. No, £15 or $20 here, all right, or $12 or $16 if you are a platinum member, you're getting this worth £30 or $40 for 1p. And I'll say it again, 25% of the stock is gone. Whoop, whoop. Yes, whoop, whoop. Listen, as I said to you, if you buy one thing today, you've got to get that. Even if you've got it already, buy it again and give it to a friend for Christmas or a birthday. They'll think you're the most generous person in town. Right, we're going to have to move on and get to a demo with this because the way this is going, it will sell out. So let's talk about this and why we need this in our crafty armoury, aside from the fact that it's an absolute steal.
Well, it's, I think things have gone a little bit topsy-turvy today because that is incredible. It's the fact that you are getting, I mean, I was going to demonstrate the numbers, but then I thought, no, the woman of the moment deserves a little bit of a mention here today with everything that's gone off. So I can use it with my penny alphabet.
Yeah.
I didn't pay a penny alphabet, let me tell you.
Oh dear, you paid more for the alphabet, more for your storage bag.
I know, but these are fabulous. The lovely thing about an alphabet and a set of numbers is that personalisation that you cannot get on the high street. So for my name especially, spelling it in a different way, you can't get, especially because it's an old-fashioned name now as well, but you can't get it. And the fact that I'm at an age, which is, well, coming up to an age, 53, which is a different age that you can't get. It's not a regular age that you can find in those stores. So for me, having this at every time I look at the screen, I think it's wrong. We'll probably get a memo tomorrow.
You wait email in the morning.
What were you doing giving it away?
You're fired.
But yeah, honestly, it's the fact that you can personalise it to whatever it is that you want to say, whether it be numbers, whether it be, you know, a saying like that fab at 50. Or whichever way around you want to say it. But yeah, absolutely, it is incredible. Now, it's a very simple concept, this. The alphabet itself has got a die cut element with a fold in it. So it means that it stays connected into the cardstock and it gives that lovely, like a window effect, so to speak, which means it's perfect for shaker cards, perfect for putting pictures of loved ones behind there so you can get a little sneaky peek behind the back. They're just incredible. So I'm going to use, because she is the woman of the moment. Yeah, now you've got to do that at the end. Oh, what dance can we look forward to doing? I'm so excited, I'm so excited. We all are. The buzz is incredible. If for those who don't know, who have been not looking at social media all day today, Sarah is going to be on the biggest show through autumn, Strictly Come Dancing.
It is literally the biggest show on UK TV, and it is so exciting. I think the American equivalent is Dancing with the Stars, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So it's like I don't know how she kept it so quiet, because if that were me, I'd have to tell somebody. You'd have to tell someone, wouldn't you? But she's kept it so quiet. And yeah, how amazing. Starts at towards the end of September, isn't it? The first time we'll get to see her.
Yeah,
all that training she's going to have to fit in, all of the dance routines that she's got to learn. OMG, how exciting.
It's going to be fab. Now, obviously, I've only got one A. So for now, I'm just going to do saw. Easy done. Now pop that in, so normal combination for your thin metal dies, and I'm going to run that through my machine. And I have just used, I say a spare bit of cardstock that got lying around, quite literally, because I fancied changing this up. I was going to do the numbers, with it being the numbers being the deal, but then I thought, you know what, let's have a little play. Let's just have a little play around, because this one's for the boss. But I am going to take off all the others. Let's lift that off. I've used low tack tape to hold it into place. Just going to put my little A back in there just to finish an aim off perfectly, and then I'll show you how that lifts off. And again, it's just absolutely fabulous. So I'm going to line that up. Lovely thing about it means though is that you can also cascade it if you want. You could go diagonal with it if you want. You can go skew width if you want. It's entirely up to you, and that's what I love about the fact that it's an alphabet that you know you can customize to whatever it is you want to
and
say.
Indeed, if you just wanted to snip them completely off, you can just use them as, you know, you don't have to use them even with the left hand if you want to. Just snip the whole lot off if you want to.
Yeah, absolutely, Ben, and that is the beauty of them. They really are a fabulous die set to have, and not just the alphabet, the numbers. It's the alphabet that comes literally for nothing, nearly.
Yeah, 1p.
I mean, it's crazy, absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
So the idea behind this now is, I've just moved that to one side, is that these have cut out and there is a fold down here. Now it's a bit difficult on the pattern paper, so I'm just going to fold it back so that you can see it. And that stays, you can see that it's almost like in fact, it's very much like a liftable element.
Oh yeah?
It lifts up, yeah, it lifts up. So I'm just going to fold them over, and I'm going to make it pop with a little bit of colour underneath there as well. And we can also do what you just said, Ben.
Oh yes.
We can highlight it a little bit more by adding, I mean, look how easy that is. And you can see straight away the name Sarah under there.
Yeah.
I am going to bring in, like I said, I'm going to bring in a different piece of cardstock so you can see that.
Beautiful.
And that's the lovely piece there. That's the bit that stays connected. But I'm going to bring in a lighter piece and I'm going to run those through again. So let's pop on my S. I'll probably be able to cut 2 pieces of A out. So let me just grab another piece for me A. And we'll pop 2 bits on there. So an A twice. Where's my R gone? There we are. We'll pop my R on. There we are, and we'll run those through, and then we'll snip them out, because again, it's like you said, Ben, that's what we can do.
Absolutely right.
We've got that versatility to do that.
Just to say, this deal's flying out the door. For those questions coming about the foil press, I've got about 4 at the minute, so we'll just wait until we get a couple more of those coming in, and then we'll do a quick Q&A with our Debbie. Lots of love for all of Karen's makes as well. And Eve B just saying, you two are having way too much fun. I'm jealous. We like to have a bit of fun whilst we're in it, you know.
Yeah, you could have a bit of fun.
Have a bit of a laugh.
Yeah,
a bit of fun.
And do you know the thing is, we're also super proud of Sarah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we really are. We are so proud of her. We all feel like that proud mum moment, don't we? It's like the fact that she's doing something so incredible.
Do you know what I love as well is the fact, because I've always known, as you have, like Sarah within this sort of world, in our little crafty world, and it's so funny whenever I go home and I sort of say to people, you know, oh, I'm working for Sarah Davies, and Sarah Davies is my boss. Even my sister and my dad as well, they are like massive Sarah fans, and they just find it like amazing that I'm so sort of cash about, you know, working for Sarah, and now she's on Strictly. I mean, but the great thing, the thing I love about it is what you see on all the TV shows, and when you see, I'm sure when you see her on Strictly as well, she is who she is. That's the best thing about her, isn't it?
Yeah, you'll never ever change Sarah. She's lovely, most down to earth person you'll ever wish to meet.
Yeah.
The most incredibly hardworking woman you could ever wish to meet.
Yeah.
Super lovely.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just, honestly, I mean, I am in awe of, I thought I used to be able to cram a lot in my day.
Yeah.
I don't know how Sarah does it.
She fits 2 days worth into a day.
She does. I don't know how she does it, honestly. She's going to be safe when she applies it to Strictly, because we've already seen that email, haven't we?
Oh yeah.
I mean, she's got all sorts planned, and it's obviously a busy time for us because it's over our birthday event, and she's not going to slow down.
No, she hasn't.
She's, you know,
And
you're going to see just how incredible.
And you know what?
The rest of the world, that's the lovely thing. The rest of the world are going to get to see how incredible she is.
They will, and I tell you what, they'll fall in love with her. I don't know whether or not she's ever danced before, but I have a feeling that even if she hasn't, do you know, just because of the person that she is, she'll smash it.
Yeah.
Won't she?
She
I
will,
really think she will.
Yeah.
In it to win it.
She is in it to win it, 'cause she's a very competitive person as well.
You've seen what she's like with the card of the week. Imagine what she'd be like on Strictly.
She's climbing that board, let me tell you. She's climbing that board. She really is.
Well, she's got 5 now.
I know, she is.
Where did that come from?
She's determined.
She was on 1, I think, a while back.
She is, yeah, but yeah, so absolutely. So this one is for our lovely Sarah, and all I've done is I've run those through in a more subtle colour that just makes the name pop out a little bit more. And this one is for our lovely Sarah, because we love her loads and we're all super proud of her. And Craig's managed to bag an interview tomorrow, a little interview with her on Wake Up Call. He's already popped it on his social media, so we're not speaking out of term. And he's excited. It's going to be at the top of the show, so do tune in for Wake Up Call. And because Sarah's on, I've got a reprieve.
Ah, yes.
I'm not on. I thought I were in, didn't I? I thought I were on, but no, our lovely Sarah's going to be here. Now, I'm going to bring back in my grey piece of cardstock. Let's just, in fact, no, I'll bring in my tape pen for this one. Let's pop my tape down. So that's going to act as my little backdrop. Let's get it the right way around. There we go. And pop that onto there. And I've just taken a piece of just a normal flag. I think this is a 6x6, sorry, 6x6 cardstock. I've now put my words on there. You can see they lift up. They also give it a nice little bit of extra strength because I just used a very 180 GSM.
Yeah.
It's giving it a little bit of strength there as well, but you can see how that pops off, and it's got that lovely 3D feel to it. That, like I said, that lovely reveal window effect to it. So we're just going to pop on the back there our glue. Let's pop that on. And I'm taking care not to go over the actual word. I'm just going around the edges there just to stick those extra bits down. This is tacky glue that I'm using. We will pop that over the top. Oh, Debbie didn't check which way around your card were then. Whoops, never mind. Let's pop that down there. Go in each one. Sealing those down. And then we've got Sarah. Lots of love, and that's from all of us here.
Yes.
And we should have said best wishes as well, because she's going to be incredible. We all know she's going to be incredible, and we're all excited. And September can't come soon enough, because, in fact, let's pop it there. Lots of love, Sarah.
Brilliant.
From all of us here, using that fabulous left fold alphabet. It really is a gorgeous alphabet. We could put a picture of all the Strictly pictures and things behind the back there, but that's for our lovely Sarah. From us to you. Oh, we're so excited. Bet, do you know what I'm excited?
Yeah.
Take a look at that price.
I know, right?
Look at that price on the screen for the word, for the numbers, and you're getting the entire alphabet. The entire alphabet. But honestly, Ben, it's incredible. It's just a fantastic deal tonight. I don't think I've ever seen anything so crazily priced before. For a full alphabet, that's a fabulous deal.
It really, really is. And honestly, if you're thinking to yourself, oh, I'm not going to buy anything, you've got to get this deal. As I say, even if you've already bought it, buy it again and give it to a friend. You're getting £30 worth of $40 worth of product for a penny within this bundle. It is phenomenal. And look, again, total personalisation. You're going to get all of the numbers in there as well. But the point here is you're paying for the numbers and you're getting all of the letters of the alphabet worth £30 or $40 for a penny. That is the deal of the show, no doubt about it. And honestly, come on, £12 or $16, it's not going to break the bank. And you'll not see a deal like this on this account. I'm pretty sure of that. For that price, it is phenomenal. I'll tell you why that is. Well, it was a huge stock. Where over a third of the stock is now gone, I'm just being told. It is absolutely flying out of the door. That, as well as the foil press, so super busy. But let us show you some pictures of what else we have got on the show. The liftables that Karen showed us so beautifully from Florida just a little while ago. Wasn't Karen great, by the way? She did message to say, apparently my granddaughter screamed at the TV when she saw her Nana on. I'm not surprised. I tell you what, you guys were loving all of Karen's makes. You used the liftables for one of them. You're making a 20% saving there. And fluttering fairies, you are getting those for a penny within that collection. $35.97 or $50.22 is your platinum price on that. Now, if you fancy something a little bit cutesy, if you love your cards which have got a bit of motion, bit of kinetic motion within it, this is the penny slider collection. We're giving you the Smitten Kitten for a penny. You will be a smitten kitten when you pick this up at this price. You're getting all of that for just £44.76 or $58.02. Unbelievable value for money. Once again, something for everybody tonight. Now, we've also got on the show the Tri-Blend brush pens. This again is unbelievable value for money, because you're going to get all of those pens, of course, the brush nibs, all of the different blends within each pen, and that works out at $51.15 or $76.55. And if you're looking at it and thinking, hang on a minute, isn't that the Sarah Buddy bag there? Yes, we are giving Sarah away for a penny in our In for a Penny, In for a Pound event. Now, on top of that, we've got paper and vellum for you as well. This is amazing because we have got the beautiful collections which give you your garden party and your caring thoughts. The farmhouse paper pad that you're going to get in there is yours for a penny. It's already a 40% saving within that, but look at that price. It's a, what is it, $50.97 or $65.85. Platinum price is £18.24 or $23.96. You have got to take advantage of these deals. You would be silly not to. We've got loads of your craft room essentials available for you as well on the show. Things like your essential black card collection. If you're going for the Foilpress today as well, of course, you want to get hold of some of your matte black cardstock too. £7.20 or $10.80 for 50 sheets if you want to add that into your basket. There's so many comments coming in, which I will have a look at. I will try and get all of your questions lined up to throw towards Debbie in just a few moments' time. But listen, I know you never like to miss out on a demo, so let's give you time to check out your baskets right now. Whatever you've got in there, you've got the left fold alphabet in there, right? Surely, if you haven't, get it in your basket. Get it checked out, and we'll be back here in 2. Get that? What a deal!
Hi, I'm Sarah from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can get the best deals and shop while you watch during our shows. The best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. So head over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV Home, where you can see all of our shows, plus exclusive offers, and even shop while you watch. Now, if you want to get involved and comment along, you can head on over to our community pages. Come say hello, ask us some questions and chat along live with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even airplay our shows direct onto your big screen or stream us live through YouTube. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
I tell you what, we are super busy. I am not surprised as well. What's the two busy? Well, there's 3 busiest things on the show. The Liftables, which we'll come on to in just a second, are flying out the door. The left fold alphabet, I'll be surprised if that makes it to the end of the show, because that's flying. And the Foilpress machine, wow, loads of you now are latching onto this deal and going, do you know what, I've got to grab it. And for goodness sake, if you get this deal today, which I know loads of you have, get it out of the box when you get it home. Like Debbie was saying earlier on, we hear so many times, they go, oh yeah, I've got the Foilpress. Have you used it yet? No, it's still in the box. You've got to get it out and give it a go. It's simple. You'll find loads of inspiration, hints and tips with Debbie today. And of course, there's more. If you subscribe to us on our YouTube channel, you will find more masterclasses and all sorts there as well. Shall we just very quickly fire some questions at our Debbie? Don't forget, with this deal, you get everything that you would normally get in your Foilpress bundle, but then for a penny, we're going to give you your mystery bundle, and the mystery bundle is no longer a mystery because we're going to add into the deal your 2 Foilpress stamp dies. So you've got your flourishes in there. We're going to bring you your special friend there as well. We're also going to throw in your gorgeous foil too. That's great for a penny. It becomes ridiculous when we bring to you the storage bag as well. That is unbelievable value for money that you're getting that for a penny. £76 or $106.37 is your platinum price on that. That's why it's flying out the door today. Debbie, are you ready for a quick Q&A?
Fire away, Ben.
All right, so Pamela on YouTube says, if you foil onto hunky-dory matte-tastic paper, do you need to alter the settings as it's a thicker paper?
Well, so that is a very good question. It says in the booklet, in the matrix, because hunky-dory matte is 350. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's 350 GSM.
Okay.
It's basically the same as 300 GSM. So I would say no. If you use the guide, have a go, have a little scrap, have a play, just see if it does. But it should act the same way as a 300 GSM. The only time that you may need to tweak is if it overfoils or underfoils, which is when you increase or decrease. So if it overfoils, you decrease the time, not the heat setting. Time, so you take a couple of seconds off. If it underfoils, you increase the time, so because it needs that little bit extra time. So I would say treat it as a normal 300 GSM cardstock and treat it as the same small medium die and the timings, but it has a little section there just underneath the 300 GSM. It tells you about 350 GSM. So I hope that answered that question. Okay,
a couple of questions about using the foil press with the Pro. So it's basically along the lines of if you use the foil press alongside the extender plate, will it then go through the Pro?
No, I didn't think it did.
Right.
That's just because I'll be totally honest, it's on the wish list. Now I've got space for it as well, but I don't have that. I don't have the Pro, but it's a bigger mouth. It's a 12. Let me get this right. Is it 12-inch opening of a mouth? You wouldn't be able to do because people like rotate. You can't do that because of the handle. So you can't do that. So I'm going to say no. All right.
Can you use normal dies in the foil press? Says Leslie Forward.
Yes, you can. Whoop, 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 whoop. She must have read my mind. Stay tuned. I've got one here.
Okay. Carol says, how does letterpress technique differ from regular foiling?
Basically, it's kind of letterpress. When you think of this is a foil press shape, so it's got a pattern to the die that presses into it. Letterpress technique is very similar, not the ink version, just so we can iron that bit out, but it's got that same kind of effect where it presses into something. So don't worry about that, because these dies are basically designed to work to create that foil stamp, that stamp into your cardstock material, whatever it is, ribbons, acetate, vellum. I'm trying to think of everything else on my head, all the leathers and faux leathers and denims and all sorts of things, cottons and things like that. It's been designed to press in with the foil, with the heat, with the pressure of the machine. It's been designed to give you that effect, and it is almost like a letterpress technique, I'm going to say.
And one final one for now. I think I've covered them all off. Rhonda says, can you use the metal shim from the original Gemini with the extender plate, or just the metal shim from the Junior?
I personally would just use the metal shim from the Junior, because the extender plate is the only thing that needs to go through, for the sensors to recognise. So I personally, if you've got the Gemini Junior metal shim, use that to cover over. But there's nothing, I've never used it that way. That's my own personal belief, because I just think, why would you waste, if it fits and you've got it, feed it through. The only thing that you need for the extender plate is the extender plate to recognise the sensors in the larger Gemini, to recognise that it's a bigger platform going through. So you don't have to put your big... For a start, it'll be clumpy. Can I just say, if you were using that, it's got to be clumpy to get hold of. So I would just use the extender plate only. There's no need for the rest. Use your Gemini Junior magnetic and metal shim if you need to use it with your machine.
Yes.
Just use the extender plate.
And one final one, which is related to the size of the letters and the numbers. Mandy Doodlehands wants to know, what is the size of the letters and numbers?
Does that mean in the left fold?
Yeah, the left fold.
Just bear with me. Let me dance over here.
I think I've covered them all off for now, just as well we get that. Thank you, by the way, for all those questions. Any more, get them in. Must say a big thank you to Amy, our social superstar, who's seeing me right today, putting all the questions in order for me, which you didn't need to do, Amy, but thank you so much. It made my life... I haven't even your life anyway, but it's made it even easier just doing that one. So thank you for that. And also just to say, just whilst Debbie is getting the letters out, Amy has also posted a link to Debbie's Facebook page for you guys to check out the before and after videos and pictures of Debbie's craft room, because a few of you have been chatting about that, but Amy's posted a link. So thank you, Amy. Brilliant stuff.
Please don't judge me, is all I'm going to say. Please don't judge me. I just wanted to share, because I talked about the messy craft room. I don't think anybody actually believed me. I thought they thought I was telling a few little extended truths. I tell it as it is. One thing you can guarantee with me is I'm not going to sugarcoat anything.
No.
So I basically was very brave, went in the room, nearly killed myself tripping over something, but I wanted to show and share with you. So please don't judge me, but it's nice and clean now. Look at that after picture. That's what I'm going to say, after video. Then you can judge me. Now, can I just go back to the question about the alphabet?
Yes, the size.
So for the alphabet itself, it's 2 inches by 1, and for the numbers, it's 1.7 by 1.1. So I hope that helps.
Thank you.
The numbers are slightly smaller. Smaller.
I tell you what, any more questions, get those in, and we'll do another Q&A before the end of the show. Let's say in about 40 minutes time or so. But let's get back to having a look at the foil press right now. Did you say you're going to go on and have a look at some of the dyes that we can use that aren't necessarily foil press dyes?
Yes.
Okay.
So I thought, do you know what? Let's cover that one first.
Yeah.
Because I've got the foil stamp and die cuts, got some ribbon, I've got my foiling your die cuts, because that's another little feature you can do. And I've got all sorts of different materials that we can do. I could literally spend 2 hours, can I tell you, 2 hours on this. Now I'm using one of my very favourite dyes, very old. I found another one.
Oh, is this in your clear out?
This is my clear out, yes. This is when Debbie's starts duplicating things. But this is one of my older dies. You can use any dye on here. The only difference being is that these have been designed to stamp in. So if I just bring back in my lovely butterfly and blooms frame, they've been designed with a chunkier design to give that press in with a full foil. With a normal thin metal die, you're still going to get foiling, but you're not going to get that chunkiness of the foiling, that solid foiling, what presses in. But it's just showing you the potential of the machine that you will have bought at that fabulous price tonight. And we know there's lots of you already have done, not only here, but over in America as well. Because the potential that you've got is just, oh my days, it opens up that world of all the things that you own. So for my metal die, it's already set up again. My audible beep did go, so it's on the green. Always wait for this one to go green, because that means it's now at its optimum temperature, it's ready for me to use. So again, I'm going to take off my top plate. I'm going to put my die down onto there. I'm going to set this to about between 15 and 20 seconds. Depending on your die, it's slightly different because you don't have a section on the matrix part that tells you, but you do have a little section in here about foiling with your thin metal dies and all the options that you've got.
Yeah.
So I've set it to about 17, Ben, and I'm going to just press the start button. Let me find, I'll just bring some card. Let me bring some black cardstock. I should have chopped a little bit down, but I will show you other things that it can do as well. So let me just chop that into roughly what I think is the size of my die. And I say roughly, look at the state of me cutting. Should have got, I did say, yeah, almost. We feel like she's in the room with us. Let me use this gorgeous one as well. So again, I'm just going to cut a piece off. We're going to, because we know it's ready, it's already at the temperature that it needs to be, we're going to take that off. We're going to put the foil, always remember to place it onto this. Now, I don't want you thinking, oh my goodness, it's going to cut into your die, into your machine or into your plate. It's not, I promise you.
Okay.
You're going to pop that down onto there and treat it as you would do with a normal die. So no shims or anything like that. Slide that out, run that through your machine. Now, this is when Debbie really should have trimmed down that piece of cardstock because it's moving. Oops, hang on a minute. I might have to stop this for a second because I need to trim it. Let me get this back out for a second.
Great demonstration of the Gemini though, because it gives you the reverse function.
Do you know, that's the lovely thing about this, is that we have that reverse function, and I really should have chopped it down to size before I got carried away with myself. So pretty side down. Let's just make sure I've got that down a second. Pretty side down, yep. cardstock on. I'm still not trimmed enough.
Oh, hello, come on.
Dearie me, what is up with me today?
What is up with what you like?
I know. Can tell I've had a couple of weeks off, can't you?
No.
Now I'm going to pop that back on and we're going to run that through the machine. Always though, good to show you.
That's why you did it, Debbie, remember?
Exactly, I did it on a purpose.
Of course you did.
As you do.
Yeah.
As you do. And then bring that out. And you can do this, like I said, with all of your dies that you own in your collection. Let's just move that to one side. And then when we peel that back, you have got the beautiful, can you see? Oh, let me come, yeah. In fact, tell you what, I'll hold that there. George, can you see all that gorgeous design? This is a beautiful die. It's very, very detailed. You can see that on there. It's a very detailed die, but look how it's picked up all that foiling. Trim that down, add a sentiment, and you've got yourself a beautiful, beautiful foil die.
Fab.
Now, I've deliberately chosen probably one of the most, I do it all the time, it's probably one of the most intricate dies I own, but it's absolutely fabulous. And it's so, again, use your magnetic tweezers. I forgot how to speak again. It's every time I'm in this building. Use those, pop it down, let it cool. I mean, it takes seconds to cool, it really does. Pop your plate back in. Always remember the slip and slide action, so slide in, slide out, slide in, slide out. Never lift it up. Just keep it nice and flat, sliding in, sliding out.
What did you say earlier on, like docking a boat?
I feel like I'm doing that, yeah, like you're docking a boat, yeah. Now, do you want to see a little bit of ribbing? Shall we do a little bit of ribbing? So I'm waiting for this to get back to its temperature. Because I had it docked out, it wasn't, that means it isn't, and this is something else to remember. When you're not using it, pull that out because you're not using it. However, if you do forget, this clever machine has got a cooling down function, it'll switch off.
Oh, really?
If it overheats, it cools down, and if it's not being used for a while, it switches itself off. Very cleverly designed. Now I'm going to reset that timer because I'm going to use some satin ribbon, and I'm not going to use this for, let me use quite a strong colour. Let me just delve into my box down here. I've got some nice green. Let's do a bit of green. I'm going to trim this to size already, so I'm going to just snip a little piece off. I'm going to snip that into half, and we're going to do a little bit of ribbon. So I told you about having lots of different things that you can foil. So when you pop this on, we're talking a small die. This is, again, we're going to that, I said your light grey, dark grey always helps a little bit. But looking at ribbon on there, you can see satin ribbon and you know, different things on here. So it says 5 seconds or 10 seconds. Sometimes it's a case of finding what it is. Now this is a sentiment one, so it is a small one. So I'm going to pop that on. I'm going to actually just set it. I think I'll set it to, we'll set it to 6. We'll pop that on there. I'm going to pop on my top plate. I'm going to warm that up. So press the start, let the countdown work. Foils already. I think I might have cut that just, that's fine. Got my ribbon ready. And sometimes you may need to shim up, sometimes you don't. It depends on the material. But again, pretty side colour down onto the top of the die. I'm going to put me, I hope I've got a thick enough ribbon for my sentiment. I'll tell you what, let me have a little feel. Let's pop that across. Yeah, that looks about right. So I'm just having a little feel to make sure it's in place. And
we can pretty much fall onto most things, can't we?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
From thick to thin, like you're showing us here.
Yeah, I've got a little booklet myself that I've made up to now, all different things that you can foil onto. Have a play. There's lots of things that you can use to foil. And I know the design team that work with this, I'll tell you, Craig will tell you, because he loves his foil press machine just as much as I do. But look at the ribbon, and if I just pop that there, should have perhaps had a little wider bit of ribbon.
That's amazing, though.
That's to show you that beautiful effect that it gives you onto ribbon. And this is a lovely satin ribbon that I've got. And again, let me just bring in my tweezers, engage those tweezers. Right way around, Debs. Pop that on, let it cool down. But how gorgeous does that look with that beautiful? You imagine decorated around a cake, decorated around a box, topper. You know, it just gives it that real professional finish. And one thing that I love about our machine is that there's no guesswork. You don't have to do any of that because everything is in there for you to use.
Yeah.
It's absolutely incredible. Shall we do one more?
Go on.
So I'll do one that I love to do is foiling die cuts. So you've already seen me use normal die cuts, die in my collection. But when you die cut things, so I've got been finding all sorts in my little crafty room. I just tell you, I'm loving it. I found some of my favourite dies that we brought out, the sentiment ones, absolutely love them, and I found them, so I die cut myself a few and stuck them in my Foilpress box. So we're going to do a little bit of what we call foiling a die cut. Now I tell you that sometimes things aren't in books, so do you know what you do? Write them down on a scrap of paper and stick it in your Foilpress box so that you know what you're doing with it, because I always have to look at this one. So by this, we are going to foil this die cut. So we're going to put foil with the shiny side down. Shall we do that green again? Let's do the green. Let's bring the green out. So let's put a piece of that up. I'm going to make sure it covers the entirety of that. Now, I'm going to pop it with my, don't think I've gone mad, shiny side down, pretty side down. I'm then going to put my die cut on. Now, because I want it to go into my Word, I'm going to turn it the other way around so that I've got pop that onto there. So I'm just going to pop that onto there. We're going to set this to about 30 seconds. So I'm going to increase that to 30. Okay, oops, 30. There we go. We're going to put a couple of card shims on, because if you think about this, all this bit here is wasted. I really should trim it down, to be fair. In fact, Debbie, don't be such a wasteful mare. Let's.
You wasteful mare.
I know, I'm terrible. I am. I'm just stop being so wasteful, Debbie. It's not. There we go. I feel better now. I feel a little bit better. So let me just make sure I've got that into place. Okay. So there we go. That's on there. Two shims again. So I'm going to go back to that cardstock that I had, and this is when you'll see me using. Ben, look, you can see these are my card shims.
Oh yeah. Oh, blimey, yes.
Literally, that's all it needs to do is act as a shim. So that's going to go over the top, and then we're going to place our top plates back on. So bring it in my top plates, and then I'm going to set that because I want it to all heat up. So we're going to start that, and we're going to let the countdown work. And joking aside, I do keep these pieces of cardstock. I've got a big box of everything that I use.
Oh yeah.
I do. I have my own little what I call my Foilpress box. With lots of different materials in there, lots of different dies in there that I can then use and play and practice on. And I will show you that little piece that I've got with my little booklet of all the different things that you can foil onto there as well. But first things first, we're going to wait for the countdown. You're going to hear it in a minute, the audible beep. Beep. I'm ready. We always joke, don't we? But she set it off. It was Leanne that set it off, she did.
Can we say that the next Foilpress that comes out will have Leanne's voice on it?
Absolutely, it should have.
That may or may not be true.
Wouldn't it be good? We should have one commission for Leanne.
Yeah.
That's what we should have.
Limited
have one
edition.
Commission for her.
That would be funny, wouldn't it? Like a run of like 100 with Leanne's voice on. I bet they would fly, wouldn't they?
Absolutely. Oh, do you know? Have I put it through my machine? Oh, I have. Yeah, I have, Debbie. Ye of little faith. Ye of little faith.
Oh, come
but
on,
look how
look at
incredible
that, Debbie.
That looks. Doesn't that look beautiful? Where we've foiled our lovely piece. And then, of course, we could use the waste, because you can then pop that on to another scrap of card, and you could use that as well. So there's no such thing as waste when it comes to this. And I do love that. I think that idea is absolutely fabulous. So there you go. That's just a few things that you can be doing with your Foilpress. Fire away, ask those questions. I'm here till 9 o'clock. Get them in, so we can answer as many questions as we can.
Those questions are coming in, so we'll do those in just a second. Loads of you loving the show, loads of you loving the idea of the Foilpress. I hope two things here actually. If you haven't got this deal today and you're thinking about grabbing it, I hope you do go for it today, because like we said, the deal is phenomenal. You normally get everything that you would need to get going. You know, we're even going to throw in a few of those dies to get you started as well. You get all of the tools that you need and the plates as well. So that deal is always brilliant. But the fact today that we're adding on for a penny the storage bag and some foil and more of your dies as well make this a phenomenal buy. So I hope that if you are thinking today, I might do it, I hope you do. But I also hope that if you're somebody who's already got the Foilpress machine, that today is the day, if you haven't used it, that you've got it out of the box and you're now thinking to yourself, right, I'm going to give it a go, I'm going to get working with it, because it really is a phenomenal machine. So those are the two things. And actually, if you haven't bought it today, I mean, I know my memory's pretty bad, but I've never seen it at this sort of, certainly not with a storage bag for a penny, and the dies and the foil as well. Certainly whilst I've been here, which is almost a year, it's been the best deal that I've seen. So if you've been waiting, I think today's the day to jump in and grab this. And like we've said, you've then got this show to come back to, and there's loads of Foilpress shows that you can re-watch. Just go to our YouTube page, subscribe, and you'll be able to see the shows there. What I would also say is, I know I'm telling you to buy the world today, but there's so many great deals. If you're grabbing this with the money that you've saved, why not add some more foils? Because once you've started foiling, like Debbie said, you'll want to foil everything. You'll be foiling, me, potentially, as Debbie said earlier on, you'll be foiling every single thing that you possibly can. So buy more foils. This collection is great for the fact that we are giving you 11 different colours, and one of the colours you are only paying a penny for. But for example, in here, you're going to get berry, disco ball, rose gold in there. You've got your holly, you've got cerise and gold and icicle and silver. And then for 1p, we are throwing in your turquoise as well, which is amazing. So you've got plenty of foils to get you going right there. And again, you are only paying, by the way, 5 meters per roll on these as well. 22.35 or 27.73 is the deal. And let me just tell you, I'm having producer Georgina saying some very strange things in my ears. This is what she just did. Whoop, 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 warning, 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 warning. That's what she just did. Right. My Bonanza Boomtastic Bargainsville deal of the show, the left folds, 50% of the stock has gone, and let me just tell you, that represents loads of you jumping in and buying this because we had a lot of stock. It's gone crazy. I'll tell you for why it's gone crazy, because this is £45 or $60 worth that you get £15 or $20. And here's the reason. Here's the reason. I think what we should have done was we should have said, buy this, right? Buy this, get this for a penny. That's what I think the deal should have been. But the deal is, buy this, get this for a penny. And again, let me just double check my notes again. Is that right? That left fold alphabet is worth £30 or $40. I am just I mean, it's too late now because we've said it all the way through. I just can't believe that. You guys can't believe it either. But get it whilst it's here, £12 or $16 for total personalisation. And actually, the alphabet that gives you that really cute left fold effect. Like we said, you know what? It's all about personalisation. It's all about creating those cards for ages which are difficult to buy for, names which are difficult to buy for as well. I just think this is an absolutely super deal. And if you weren't buying anything today, do me a favour and buy this, because for this sort of, you won't. I just don't think you'll see this at this price again. I can't quite believe it. I can't quite believe it. And even if you have already got this collection, as I say, grab it now for this steal of a deal. And anyone who knows their crafting will know what price this normally sells for. And then once you gift it to them as a present, they will think you are the most generous person in the world. And yes, Debbie, I see exactly what you saw with that card right now. 60% of the stock gone. I'm not even joking you. That's going to sell out, but we've got 35 minutes left. I don't reckon we've got enough stock to see out the show on that. Right, this is, oh, it's over here now. I put all my stuff over there because I was stood there, and then they've moved me over here just to confuse me. The Liftables. Now, stock-wise on the Liftables, we don't have a huge amount of stock left on these. If you want to grab them, get in quickly. These are amazing because not only are they going to allow you to create amazing cards to your own kind of design, but you can mix up all of the liftable elements. When I first saw these, when we launched these, I thought that this was one die that then allowed you, so like you're seeing here, I thought this was like one die, and then it was like, oh, that's brilliant, because you've got all the different butterflies there, and then you've got the movement because you can lift up the individual elements, you can lift up the wings of the butterfly, so that is really cool. But really uber cool thing about these is you get these all as separate dies. So you have got the ability with the butterflies, for example, to completely fill your project, go as sparsely as you want to. It's entirely up to you, but you can mix and match the different elements of the liftables with the different designs that you've got in this collection, which I think makes these an absolute staple, must have for your craft room. I mean, how gorgeous are these? Absolutely stunning. So that's the kind of idea with this, but look at all the designs that you get. And by the way, we've included these in our in for a penny, in for a pound event. So you've got your gorgeous butterflies. And when you think about butterflies, you might think about other creatures in the garden, like these dragonflies, for example. So why not combine your dragonflies with your butterflies? We've got hearts in there as well, absolutely stunning. Craig was showing us earlier on a sample where we combined these with the embossing folder, that love embossing folder, just adding again a little bit of a different element to that as well. We've got florals in there, of course, too. Then on top of that, the stars, which I absolutely love. And again, you look at all of the different designs that we've got in this collection. You have got something for every single occasion. And again, look at all of the dies that you get in here. You've got so many. And then that bundle is completed by your Fluttering Fairies, which is the set that you are going to get for 1p within this collection. I love it. I really do think that this is a super versatile set. The fact that you've got all of those separate dies, as I say, to create the card, to create the project that you want, I think makes these even more buyable than if they were a single die. £35.97 is the platinum price. $50.22 if you're shopping with us in the US, and we are going to have a look at this with our Debbie right now. Just bear in mind that, by the way, the left fold alphabets are going to go. The Gemini foil press is flying. Oh, we'll do more questions on the foil press after we've seen the demo on the liftables. These are great, Debbie, aren't they? The fact that you get them all as separate dies makes them like uber craftable. Yeah,
because when they first told me about the liftables, I actually thought we were going to do it like in a plate where it was just one plate. That was how I envisaged they were going to do this. The clever thing that they haven't is that they've kept them separate, each one separate, which means you can get really creative. Oh, yes. And you will get that lovely liftable element to it as well, because they stay connected into the cardstock, just enough die cut to give that lift out effect, which lends itself to all of the designs that we've got in here. Now, I'm using the butterflies. I love butterflies. You all know I love them. I bang on about them all the time. But all I've done is I've actually used some of our nesting dies to create myself some little discs here. So you've got all my little circular ones. I've already placed them in because I've seen times getting ahead of us, and I want to try and get a few more things in, as well as do a few more question and answers on the foil press. But look at all of these. I mean, that's the 5 that I've got on there, and I've still got all these left that I could play with, Ben. Yeah. There's so many, and so many lovely ways that you can use them. So I'm going to die cut into those. So first things first, we're going to take that, run that through our Gemini. Like I said, I've just chosen some Centura Pearl to die cut this with. I say Centura Pearl, I have a feeling it's from one of my paper pads, but I can't remember which. Ooh, Ben.
What?
Oh, I don't admit to how many I actually
counted. How many? Did
no.
you?
Oh, Ben.
What? Oh, come on.
No.
Please.
No, it's shameful.
Do it.
And I've given loads away as well.
Who wants to know? Let us know in the comments. Let us know if you want to know the amount. Come on. And then you'll have to do what the public say.
No. It's
yes.
Well, I probably put Christine Mahoney to shame because honestly, it was shocking.
Can we play higher or lower?
You can play higher and lower, and then I'm not going to divulge any more than that.
Is it higher than 30?
Yes.
Higher than 40?
Yes.
Higher or lower than 50?
You're a little bit way off the mark. That's what I'm just going to say.
Is it into 3 figures?
Yes.
Is it higher than 150?
Yes.
Is it higher? How long does it take you to count all these? Is it higher?
Can I just tell you, this is not all Crafters Companion paper.
No.
So I don't want you thinking that I've got the entire warehouse in my craft room, because I haven't. Because there's other brands that I've got as well.
Is it higher than 200?
Yes.
No, what?
Yes.
This is brilliant.
I had to count them because let me just tell you, So
She's blushing over there.
because I, like I said, I've been collecting them a long time. I've been crafting a long time, can I just say? So I've been crafting a very, 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 very long time, just so I can put that out there. But I did donate a lot.
Right.
So
what I want to know is, how many did you have before you donated them? Oh, is this what we're doing? The total before you donated them?
No, I'm doing the total before I donate.
Well, I'm not interested in that. I want to know how many you had before you donated
So carry
them.
on with your guessing.
What we should have like Christine Mahoney versus Debbie Robinson in the clash of the titans. Who has the most paper pads? Join us for Paper Pad Wars, only on Crafters TV. 300.
What did you say?
300.
No, less.
Oh, less than 300.
I feel better now.
250.
Slightly less.
Oh, 240.
Slightly higher.
So you got between 240 and 250 paper pads.
Yes.
246.
Who said that? Who said that? Was that male voice? Who said that?
246.
George.
George has got it.
George got it.
245 paper pads.
Yes. Yes.
Gee whiz. No, that's how many she has got now.
I did donate a few.
How many did you donate?
I donated a few.
How many? A few's 3, isn't it? How many did you donate? 564!
I donated the 45.
How many?
45. Just say it quietly. I say it quietly.
That's
no.
290.
So George got the amount right.
Yes.
And I went round to the nice rounded figure. So I've now got a nice round figure.
Yeah.
And 100. No, I'm saying it quietly there. But can I just say, I'm putting the challenge out there because I know full well I've not got the only person that is addicted to paper pads. I know I'm not. I love them. They're gorgeous. Like I said, these aren't all Crafters Companion, just so you're wondering. I promise you. Now, while I've been admitting to my addictions.
Please count your paper pads at home and see if you can beat Debbie.
What this has done is it's created, look at this, can I just show you? I'm just going to lift off this beautiful butterfly effect with the wings. You can see where it stops, Ben. That is what I love about this design. What else I love about this design is that they are different style butterflies, with the exception of couples. So you've got a couple that are the same here. So if I just bring these in, you can see there 2 are the same, those 2 are the same. But the effect that they give are really, really beautiful. You can then decorate up the middles. You can actually die cut more and snip into them. So all I did with this one was repeat that die onto some silver mirror cardstock so that I can layer it up and create a little bit of what's the word? Oh.
Hello, sorry, I was just reading the comments.
No, it's all right.
Seeing the paper pad amounts coming in.
Wait, just gives it a lift, another lift.
Oh, another lift?
It, another lift. That's the word I'm looking for. Another little lift, another little dimension. But how lovely does that look when you do that as well? So I have just literally done all the die cutting that I'm going to do, Ben. As simple as that. And the lovely thing is I've got all those others that I could play around with. But I've got my card design. Now I did show you this finished card at the beginning, didn't I?
Yes.
Which is what I said. Now you will need some A3 cardstock for this one. But this is literally a piece of cardstock that starts at 12 by 10. And you are going to score it at 3 inches, 6 inches and 9 inches. Give that a nice budge. And that's on the long side. So you can see we've got on this side, the long side.
It's like a little bar graph.
And then you can do this to score them so that you can actually cut these little pieces out at 2.5 inches, 5 inches and 7.5 inches and just snip those little elements out so it creates that little bit of a stepper card. And then just fold it back on. It's like a bit like a valley mountain where you just fold it back on itself to give you this lovely style effect. And a big shout out to Michelle McCarthy for this design because fell in love with this design. So I thought, you know what? I hope she didn't mind. I asked her nicely. She said, yeah, Debs, go ahead. But how fabulous does that look? Incredible. So I've used some chimoiserie paper pad. Chimoiserie. Yep. And I'm going to just now literally pop these panels into, and literally all I'm doing, Ben, is I'm just going to get over my other 2 pieces. I'm just going to sandwich those in, right way around, Debs, that way around, and then just keep those pieces in, and then we're going to decorate our card. Okay. So let me just pop on wet glue. Very difficult choice because, do you know what though? I'm really shocked at myself with this. I've only got 1 chimoiserie 12 by 12 paper pad.
Wow, which number is that in your collection of 245?
200. I told you I've given some away. So I'm not that bad. But 1 chimoiserie. I was so shocked. I thought I'd actually purchase more, but clearly not. Clearly not. But yes, so I'm going to pop that piece on the outside panel. So this one's going to go on the outside one. Again, just gorgeous papers. Oh, found some of me. Oh, Ben.
By the way,
in the craft haul, can I
Yeah.
just tell you, when I did find some of my paper pads, when I thought I'd found and counted enough, I found another pile, and they were some of my very favourite ones that I own in there. Oh, they're just beautiful. It's so nice to get them back.
How did you even get in your house with that many paper pads?
Well, if you do head over to the social media page, you'll see, with great difficulty. With great difficulty, Ben.
Our Amy says, I don't want to count how many paper pads I own. Rhonda says, I've never counted mine. You've started something off here. And Aisha says, wow, I honestly thought that my 60 pads was a lot. I mean, Aisha, I'd agree with you. If you'd have like messaged in today and gone, I got 60, I'd have gone, whoa, 60? That's loads. But now, I mean, you need to get some more.
I know.
You need to be buying some more.
I think I am going a bit more ruthless though, and I think I am going to cut it down a little bit more. But when I can sit down and decide what I want to keep, and then have to keep, if that makes any sense.
But what? You have a keep pile and a have to keep. So you just have to put them in different rooms. Ali says, I've got a lot. I'll have to count them someday. Please, if you get a chance, count them and let me know. Let me or Debbie know on our Facebook page how many you've got.
Yes, please. Yes, please. So what I'm just going to do now is literally just place these around. What I've took care when I've put my glue on there, Ben, is to make sure that I haven't gone on the liftable section so that my liftables are still liftable, if that makes sense. But again, I'm just going to... What did I do with my tacky glue? Oh, I've put it back in my bag. What you like, Debbie? Come on. Right, so let's pop this on the back as well. And then we're just going to place these around here. So again, these are just so lovely to use. And again, you can get so creative with them, Ben. They really are fabulous. I'll have that one on the inside. Yep, so we'll go in. Again, I'm taking care not to go onto the top of the design itself. I'm just go down the middle a bit so I can keep that in. So we're going to pop that on. Let's place that over there. There we are. And then, where's my big one gone? We'll have the big one on this side. So again, just popping my glue around the bits that stay flat to the cardstock, so not the actual liftable wings themselves. We'll go there on that one.
Gorgeous.
But honestly, these are just fabulous. They really are great fun to use. I've got myself a little sentiment here, which comes from the Ultimate Verse collection. So I'm just going to pop that onto the Have a Fabulous Day. Let me have a foam pad just to lift that slightly. Let's pop that on there. Ben, can you hear some heavy breathing? Is it me or is it... Can you hear some heavy breathing?
It's George.
Oh, I thought I was going mad. I thought I can hear some heavy breathing in background. I'm like...
That's it. Do you know what? I notice that sometimes with George, that's when he's really concentrating.
Oh, bless
I obviously
him.
can't see him, but I'd imagine at the same time he's like got his tongue stuck out and he's like he's getting ready for the big
Where
close-up.
he's concentrating.
He's like that.
I did wonder, I thought, it would a bit heavy, weren't it? I was like, who's that in the room with them? Is there somebody in there? I was just checking for their own welfare. That's what I was doing. I was just checking their own welfare.
Dear. Oh, that's brilliant. I got used to their quirks in there. Like Georgie here sometimes, like, you know, doing the heavy breathing. I tell you the one I find most distracting is our Charlotte, who's on the other shift. She have you ever noticed where she gulps? Have you noticed that?
Yes.
Her drink. But boy oh boy, I've never heard someone drink so loudly. No, I have told her, and like every time she does it, I pull this face off camera. I'm like, and she's like, sorry, but she's literally like this. She goes.
And do you ever hear Johnny when producer Johnny's in and he opens his can?
Oh yeah. That's normally just after 7 o'clock each night, isn't it? He opens up his can of drink.
Yeah, I know he does. It cracks me up when he does that.
I know.
He says he's got it written in his contract, but I don't believe him for a minute.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. And then our Georgina, yeah, I mean, you're not too bad, Georgina, but I remember the time you used to munch grapes in our ear, which was a little bit disrupting. So they've all got their quirks, that's why we love them.
punching grapes. But there you go. So we've got our lovely little fold-out card there with our beautiful liftables. Really, really easy to do. Such super versatile dies. Lots and lots and lots of ways that you can use them. But fun dies. That's what I love about them. And these definitely are that tonight. They're absolutely fabulous.
It's a lovely collection. Again, we don't have huge amounts stock-wise of these. If you want to jump in and grab them, so much love for these again on the socials. Actually, there's lots of chat about the liftables, lots of chat about the left fold, lots of chat about paper pads. Funny that. Lots of chat about the foil press, which we'll come on to. This deal great though. You've seen these, not just the one die. It doesn't just come as one single plate. Comes as a whole variety of different dies. So in the butterflies here, you can see you've got loads of different dies, different shapes and sizes to create that liftable effect. And then of course you can then incorporate them, combine them with the other dies that you've got in this collection. So the butterflies with the dragonflies would work really, really nicely. We've got hearts in there again, so we're taking care of lots of different occasions. Maybe the flowers, incorporate those with the butterflies on a project. Stars again, you know, for congratulations, for birthdays, for anniversaries. So super usable. And then because it's our in for a penny, in for a pound event, we're going to give you the fluttering fairies for 1p within this collection. £35.97 is the platinum price, $50.22 if you're shopping with us in the US. I'm aware that time is getting away from us. I'm also aware that you guys have sent in a few more questions about our foil press. We will do those at the end of the show because we are due to come back to that in just a little while. One of the other deals that you guys are absolutely loving, I'm so pleased because I love this collection so much, are the penny sliders. I mean, seriously, if you have got kids or grandkids or maybe, I don't know, someone in your family who's just a big kid at heart, you absolutely need to get these penny sliders because they allow you to create these really super cute cards with the addition of a penny, or sometimes, oh go on little monkey, sometimes like a 5p piece. You can create you're not doing it now, are you? They say never work with children or animals. You can create these really cool sliding effects. So you've got your little monkey in there, go bananas. You've got your rabbit in there as well, who's all ears. They all come, of course, with the stamps and the dies for you to be able to cut them out nice and easily as well. Oh, this one I love. This one is over the moon. You'll do it, won't you? Look, there you go. Look at the little spaceman. Whee! Orbiting around the Earth there. I love that. He's included in the bundle. Then on top of that, again, talk about getting something for every occasion. You have got Look for Rainbows, where you've got that gorgeous little sunshine on a little track. And again, with these, totally interchangeable. Do you know what? If you wanted to put your little rabbit on there, you could do. You know, if you wanted to swap that around and put your little astronaut on there, you could do. Loads of different sentiments and stamps for all sorts of different occasions. You've got in there as well your Sky's the Limit, which is that paper aeroplane. Again, so super cute. Oh, it's upside down. And very easy to pop together. Then we've got our butterflies in there too. That one is called Flying By. That one comes on a little heart track. Then you've also got this one here, which is Smooth Sailing. Again, with that cute little boat. And then, because it is our in for a penny, in for a pound event, we are going to give you the cute little smitten kitten for 1p. But as I've said, you can stamp out your images. The little tracks are totally interchangeable, and all you need to do, all you need to do is just supply the penny or the 5p piece to create that motion. £44. Who was making that? Was that you, Georgina?
Is that a cat?
Georgina, that is too lifelike. I actually thought. Didn't you?
I thought there was a cat in the building.
I did.
What is she like?
That was freaky. Stop it now. £44.76 is the platinum deal on that, or $58.02 if you want to grab it. Right. We're going to come back with more. We need to vote on the card of the show. We need to vote on the demo of the day as well. And we need to recap on the foil press and questions. We've got stuff to do. You've got baskets to check out. Quick, go!
Hi, I'm Sarah from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can get the best deals and shop while you watch during our shows. The best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. So head over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV Home, where you can see all of our shows, plus exclusive offers, and even shop while you watch. Now, if you want to get involved and comment along, you can head on over to our community pages. Come say hello, ask us some questions and chat along live with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even airplay our shows direct onto your big screen or stream us live through YouTube. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Lots of love coming in for that last card, by the way. Teresa says, pretty card, Debbie. Jenny Barger, hi Jenny, says, I love this card. Really like the card style, Debbie. Penny sliders are fun for all ages, says Lynn. And Evelyn Kiefer on Facebook says, I love all of the sound effects, Ben. That's why I do them. Right, let us get the vote going on the demo of the show, because then we've got to do the demo of the day. So the demo of the show recap with Debbie.
Well, it's going to be really easy. Because I've done loads of Foilpress techniques. I've only actually done 2 physical cards.
Have you really?
So it's so easy. So number 1, where we started off with our lots of love for our lovely Sarah with the left fold alphabet there. So that's number 1. And then number 2 with the Liftables is our very funky styled pull-out card there. Look at how gorgeous that looks. With the Liftables on there. So that's number 2.
There you go, 1 or 2. You have got about 4.5 minutes to get your votes in on that. Right, Benny's bargain bonanza boomtastic deal. 3/4 of the stock has gone. Your left fold alphabet and numbers collection. As I said to you, in my mind, they got the deal the wrong way around here, because what you should be doing is paying for the alphabet, right? And then we give you that for a penny. But oh no, the powers that be have said, you pay for this, so you've got your letters there. It's got that left fold effect, of course, nice and easy to do, really, really quirky. You can use these, and if you just want to cut these out, you can do that and use them that way if you want. But basically, you're paying for that, and then you get your alphabet for a penny. And just to bear in mind again, worth £30 or $40 is that, and you're getting it for a penny. That's why 3/4 of the stock has gone. That's why you need to hurry and grab it now whilst it's still here. £12 is the platinum price, $16 is the platinum price. If you've bought it, buy it again, gift it to somebody. If you haven't yet got it, that is a set that you will come back to time and time again, because it's nice to be able to personalise your cards, nice to be able to personalise with names, nice to be able to personalise with ages as well. You've got it all there for an absolute stonker of a deal. Let's have a quick look at this before we disappear. We're going to what are we going to look at? The numbers or the letters?
Going to do the numbers this time. So the numbers themselves, again, you can go out and create whatever number age is that you want to be. Ben, what are you next?
25.
Pull the other one.
I am. I'm only just 42.
No.
Yeah. What?
I thought you were in your 30s.
Hey, I love you. Hey, I love you.
I thought you were in your 30s. 42.
42.
No
yes.
way.
Thank you very much.
I thought you was. Is producer Georgina trying to tell me she's in her 30s?
What?
Pull the other one.
How old do you think she is? In her 40s?
In her late 20s.
Oh, late 20s.
Yeah, no, I thought she'd been in her late 20s, 28, 29.
Well, Debbie, I always thought you were about my age.
Oh, you smooth talker, you. No wonder we're married. Because we're so suited. Oh, you're smooth.
Hey, we went to school together and everything we did.
Right, come on, let's do these fabulous numbers. Now, I've already used some of my nesting dies and some of my very funky paper, can I just tell you. Now, I have done it as a little frame because I just want it to cut through the back of that rather than two pieces. However, you saw me earlier use two A's at the same time, so you can cut through two pieces of cardstock. I just wanted to make my life slightly easier. And we're going to have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to have a 65. So we'll go with 65. The lovely thing about this as well, get your ampersand in this one.
Oh yeah, your hand. What are you doing, 65?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
No. Nobody 56, no. What do with 65? So anyway, there's nobody on team that's 65, is there?
Oh, I don't know.
Or is there?
I don't know.
I won't say it anyway because I won't upset anyone.
No, I know. Can you imagine?
No, I know.
Someone said 65. No, not the 40. Oh, whoops.
But the lovely thing is that you can personalise this to any age that you want. So pop me 65 on there. Hang on a minute, isn't my 5 wonky?
Ooh,
Yeah, my 5 were a bit wonky.
Yeah.
I don't want a wonky 5. Although, to be fair, you could have a wonky 5.
You could.
You can have whatever you want, Ben. So let's pop that into there. And again, that's going to cut through the cardstock. I've already pre-done myself. Don't be careful of the bag, Ben. Be careful of the bag. I saw you walking away there.
Oh.
Nearly knocking it over. You'd have heard that crash, bang, wallop, and for once it wouldn't have been me. So let's take that off for a second. And the lovely thing, like I said about this, the simplicity in how you use these. And you've got the bit that cuts out, which is this part, and then the bit that stays connected is the fold part, which creates that left fold. And that is what I love about them. So in terms of your die, let's just bring this out for a second. The die itself is the outside cutting edge is on the left hand side, and that bit is the bit that's got the fold in, which creates it when you pop it down, that left fold, and they just stick out like so. Now I am going to lift these foam pads. Debbie, what did you do with your foam pads? We're going to pop these, let's get a couple of those onto there. I'm going to put one at the bottom, one at the top, and then that's now ready to stick onto my card base. Now, I've got myself a card base. I have used the same papers there and used my same dies, but that's just going to give that little bit of a lift effect because I'm just going to cover that up. Hence why I could use it.
Oh, yeah.
So to create that. But at the minute, it kind of blends in, Ben. It's kind of blending in, and it's also wonky. Let's get that right way around. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is, again, very similar to what I did earlier, where I ran it through some cardstock, separate cardstock, and popped that on my onto my Xyron, and it just gives it that extra lift. It brings it and pops it to life when you pop those on there. So again, I'm just going to pop that in. Also gives it that added strength on your cardstock, so it's really nice. Again, pop some acetate behind the back, pop some sequins or beads behind the back to create a little bit of a shaker card element. But you can see that lovely fold there, just fabulous. What about a picture of the person that's 65 behind the back?
Oh,
That'd
yes.
look really nice. And then I'm going to decorate my stepper card. Now, I've already taken my stepper card and popped in the other pieces because I wanted it to be decorated on the inside as well as the out.
Okay.
So I'm just going to stick that onto the front part of my stepper card.
Yes.
So we will use our, we'll use my white.
Whilst you're sticking, should we get the vote for the demo of the day going?
Oh, yeah.
Because you voted for the demo of the show, card number 2, which is the beautiful butterfly liftables card. So it's now over to you to vote for your demo of the day. I've got them nicely lined up here. Look at me being organised. So number 1 is the wobbly bag.
Ooh.
Which is Craig's from Wake Up Call. Number 2 is the gorgeous little box that our Debbie made with the Christmas layerable stamps. And number 3 is the butterfly liftables that you have just voted for. So 1, 2, 3. You have got 4 minutes to get your vote in. Thank you.
Now I'm just putting my matching little step apart there. I've actually cut myself using one of the stamps and happy birthday, 65th or 65, happy birthday onto there, and I'll just run that along the bottom.
Brenda Reader's 65, she says.
Oh, well, this one's for you, Brenda.
There you go, Brenda. Everyone's telling us their ages now. We didn't mean to start the conversation. You don't have to give us your ages, it's fine. Anne says, Ben is the same age as my oldest son. I know. You thought I was younger, didn't you?
I thought you were younger, Ben. Genuinely thought you were younger.
Maybe it's my happy-go-lucky, very sort of childish attitude that makes me feel younger. Maybe that's what it is.
Now, I've done myself a couple of little banners. I'm going to stick one on the inside and one on the outside flap so that that sticks down. So let's just pop that. We'll go inside there and then just pop that down so that inside bit sticks down. There we go. And I'll do exactly the same with the other one as well, Ben. So I'm going to just stick one on the inside part and one on the outside. There we go. And let's just crisscross that over. There we are, and just make sure that that little inside piece is there. And then just finishing details, I've used some of my little flower dies again. Let me just tell you, what you find in your craft room is amazing because there's little pieces that I've been finding and I've been die cutting like mad just to create that lovely 65. And who was it again? Was it Betty, did you say?
Brenda,
that one's for you.
Aww.
Happy birthday for your 65th birthday. There you go. But that lovely effect and the fact that you are only paying that price on the screen today for the numbers, but getting all of the alphabet as well, for me is the steal of the show. Not just the star of the show, the absolute steal of the show, where you can create your names, your numbers, whatever it is that you want to say. Absolutely incredible value for money. What a great, honestly, something that every crafter should have is an alphabet in their collection, and what a great opportunity to get yours tonight at that incredible price.
And actually, yeah, I mean, a brilliant alphabet as well, because you get the left foldability with this, but then, of course, we're going to give you the numbers as well. You pay for the numbers, you're paying 1p for the alphabet, which is just crazy. It potentially could go by the end of the show, the way that this is flying out the door. £12 or $16, that is the deal of the show right now. And actually, it's sad that that one was your last demo, because I think I would have voted for that as our demo of the show. That was brilliant, that last card. But listen, get this now. If you buy one thing tonight, grab this. It is literally, Georgina has just told me, hanging on by a thread. So if you haven't yet got it, you've got to check out your baskets now, because this will go. Pay for this, get the alphabet for a penny. What a buy in anyone's book. That is a huge deal. Let's finish up on the foil press where we all began. We did have a few questions coming in that we didn't answer, so let me just quickly get these to Debbie if I can find them. There have been so many comments. Thank you for all of these. Right, okay, so a couple of questions. So Carol on Facebook says, I have trouble with foiling onto Centura Pearl. Often underfalls. I increase the time and increase the shims, but my machine pokes holes in the cardstock if there are too many shims. Any thoughts about what could help? Yeah, you don't need shims. Can I just say, with a Centura Pearl cardstock, you don't need a shim. So because it's already a thick cardstock. So for me personally, if you're using Centura Pearl, you just treat it in the normal way, like I did back at that very beginning with the black matte cardstock. Don't use any shims, so you don't need any extra cardstock in there, you don't need your magnetic shim in there or anything else. The only thing you need to remember with that, and if I can I'm just trying to visually grab that there, you will only need to put your die, so your foil press die, your foil shiny side down, your Centura Pearl on top, and then your top plate. That's it. Okay. Nothing else. So try that. What's that lady's name again? Carol. Carol, try that for me. That way you should be getting no indentation, no pokey bits coming through, because it's the right amount of pressure, just that on its own. It doesn't need those shims in there. Amanda says, hi Ben and Debbie, could you use the new intralace dies in the foil press? Oh, I think you can, because I'm pretty sure Craig did. Let me get back to you on that one. So, what was that? That was Amanda. Amanda, I will get back to you on that one, because I don't have the intralace. Shock horror, because they're just absolutely gorgeous. But I will find out, because I'm pretty sure I saw Craig do something with one of the intralace dies. But I will check for you. So personally message me on my public page on the Debbie Robinson Crafters Comp page, just to remind me, so I can ask that question and get that answer to you properly. And one final one, I don't know if these would be too thick, but Manny Doodlehand says, could you foil the wooden frames and corners that you get in the Rose Guard and Sarah Signature collection? The wooden frame, I would say no to that, because it's thicker. Yeah. It's a thicker material, so I would say no. Thank you for all of your answers to all of those questions, and thank you for your questions. And by the way, something really pleasing, loads of you on the comments now saying that you've got the foil press and you're now going to give it a go, get it out of the box. So for those, so do you know what? I think we've won on this show. We've won because that, as much as we are here to sell to you, we're also here to inspire you. And if we've inspired you to go today, right, I am getting my foil press out of the box, we are winning. You're winning as well today. If you haven't yet got the foil press machine, grab it whilst it's at this deal. It's the best deal that I've seen it at in the almost a year since I've been here. You're getting the foil press machine today for this amazing price, so you get everything that you need to get going. You've got all of the tutorials that Debbie's given you over the course of the last 2 hours. You've got more on our YouTube pages as well. There's so many foil press classes, but the big deal on this today is that we're giving you for a penny for it, in for a penny, in for a pound deal. We're going to throw in some more foil. We're also going to throw in, yep, I'll make the sound effects, there we go. We're going to throw in 2 more of your stamp dies. Those are included as well. And then the big deal, you're getting the bag included as well. That is a phenomenal buy in anyone's book. Grab it today. £76, $106.37. Do not miss out. What won the demo of the day, though, I hear you cry? The demo of the day, thank you for all of your votes, was won by Mr. Laird. It was the wobbler bag.
It's gorgeous, that bag. I love that bag.
Yeah, using elements of the wobblers there, and then of course your liftables included as well. So well done to Craig. Hey, I tell you what, any of those could have won. That was a top day, wasn't it? When you see 3 gorgeous demos just like that. Wow, what a day today has been, and we are back to do it all over again tomorrow. Wake up call tomorrow with Craig. And for those of you who didn't know, we've got a very special guest joining us on the show. It's a lady who you're going to be seeing a lot more of over the course of the next few months. And a launch day tomorrow as well, 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 o'clock Eastern time. It's going to be amazing. Check out your baskets, whatever you do not miss out on all of these deals. I must say a big thank you to Amy for all of their help on the socials tonight. Thank you to our Jakey boy, thank you to George, and thank you to me TV wife, the lovely Debbie Robinson. Should we do it all over again tomorrow, Mrs?
Yay, let's do it all again tomorrow. Look at me packing my bag away there. Caught me. But yeah, let's do it all again tomorrow. I'll be here at 3 p.m. with the launch. Oh, another launch. I'm so excited. I'll see you there.
Start the car. Debbie's out the building. We will see you here tomorrow, same time, same place. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Thanks for joining us. Oh, big thank you to Karen who joined us as well. Bye for now.